Welcome everyone. We've got with us the very talented Dr. Pragati Tripathi, who has secured 31st rank, All India rank 31 in NEET SS 2022 exam, and she's been allotted a DNB SS seat in gynecologic oncology at Tata Cancer Center in Kolkata. Many congratulations on this, Pragati. Lots of love to you for this wonderful performance. And this interview is basically for you to discuss your strategy, what all you did to get this rank in NEET SS exam. So let's hear it from you, Dr. Pragati. Let's start with a small introduction where you did your UG and PG from, and then we'll discuss your strategy. Dr. Pragati.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. First of all, thank you for being there always for us. The first thing I did my UG from SSMC Viva. Then I did my PG from IGGMC Nagpur. During that time, I just in the final year, I gave one quiz related to gynae oncology.
Okay.
My motivation started actually.
From there.
From there, it came in my mind, yes, I can make my career ahead in this field. Then eventually I ended up doing I was bonded assistant professor in KEM Mumbai. And
Right. Wonderful.
then it was in front of Tata only. So
Yes.
I
All
got a,
those three hospitals, Wadia, KM, and Tata,
yeah,
they're
ma'am.
all next to
So
each other.
yes, ma'am. So I got a glimpse of Tata Mumbai. And it was very fascinating, the atmosphere. Then there was one
So
meeting
this
of
was which
gynae.
year, Pragati? When did you do complete your PG?
I did, ma'am, in 2019. Yeah,
2019 you completed,
yeah.
till 20 you were doing your bond.
I completed my bond, and then there was one, I remember in that 1 year of my bonded assistant professorship, I did one gynae oncology meeting. It was a national conference sort of, and I was the host of that meeting.
Okay,
Luckily,
wonderful.
I met Amita Maheshwari ma'am. She was HOD of Tata Memorial
Yes.
Center of Mumbai, and she was also, I prepared really well, and she was very, fascinated by my hosting and all. And she also told me,
Congratulations for that too, also for pulling that successfully with such
so
a big,
ma'am,
in front of such a big person.
yeah, there were many big persons of personalities from oncology in that meeting. That was also one motivation actually. Then I completed that, and suddenly I was preparing for that. Till that time, I was not aware that there is any coaching, any good coaching. I always used to search. I always used to search on Google everywhere, but I could not get a good guidance. Then, unfortunately, COVID came, and during that time, it became very strict, matlab, for the senior residents, senior medical officers, and fresh assistant professors of KEM. Every section was to be assisted by seniors. So my duty became really hard. I could not
Okay.
study. Eventually,
That is a
I
lot of
completed.
cesareans in KM, because I remember when I was doing in Sci and PG, we would do as JRs, third year and
Yeah,
first year would do it together. AP never came for cesareans.
yeah, ma'am. But
Because
the thing was, I was bonded assistant professor.
yeah, and then
So,
because of the COVID
yeah,
period,
because of
it's changed
COVID,
a bit.
everything became high risk.
Okay,
And
so you had to go.
then we had to go, and our duty schedule was completely ruined, and we had to be there matlab, every day. After that, we used to do emergencies 24 hours. It was very tiring. I could not study well at that time. Then I finished that. I came back to my place. I'm from basically from Varanasi.
All right,
Then,
you came back to
yeah,
Varanasi.
yeah, I came back. I did not join anything. I did not start my private. I gave 3 months of by my own. I read all books,
So
Williams,
this was
everything.
when? This was when? Which year was it?
It was, I read Williams and all in my PGs also. Tillins, Williams,
But this 3 months
everything.
of sitting and preparing, this was
Yeah, I revised the books only, the
okay.
major books. I did not solve any questions. I
So
had
you were
joined,
very determined that you're going to clear NEET
yeah,
SS and you were going to do
yeah.
oncology. You were
Yeah,
pretty
and
sure about that. So you
yeah,
took a 3 months gap and you read all the
yeah.
books.
I read books again, and then I just gave the exam, and that was my rank was 263. I was very
Okay. So this was
disappointed.
the
I
previous
thought
exam, the January exam, I guess.
the day the exam that was before this last exam. I did
Okay.
when I completed my bonded that bond period. Then I came back, and it was, I guess, 21, and I
Okay.
yeah, end of 21. Then eventually it was very bad. I then still I had this in my mind that I will do something in oncology. I'm not going to give up. Then Tata Varanasi had opened by that time
Yes. Yes.
at Varanasi, so I joined as an observer. I did it for 3.5 months, and then after that, I liked the work even more. I fell in love with the subject even more. So eventually, I came across fellowship in gynae oncology in surgical oncology department that was in BHU. I wrote that exam, and luckily I got the first rank. So I got
All
that.
right. Congratulations for that too.
Thank you, ma'am. Then it
But
was like,
still, you were not settled and still you had to do NEET SS.
yes, ma'am. Then I thought that maybe I should try one more. I thought this will be my final try. If I got the seat, okay, and if I don't, I will just complete my fellowship and just forget it. Then, then I was planning. It was just 1 month uh, to go for this NEET SS exam.
So I'm
Then I,
wondering that you were so, determined and yet you hadn't heard of my coaching
yeah,
till
ma'am.
then. So I didn't need to
Seriously,
do
I
more
just
marketing so that I
that
reach the
will be
people who need
required, ma'am.
coaching. You were so
Seriously,
determined.
ma'am.
If you,
I seriously, I had no clue of it, and suddenly once I was just swapping on my Facebook, and I saw Reproneat, and I saw your face. I was like, I've seen this ma'am somewhere in my, matlab, I I maybe in the speed or something.
yes,
I did uh, a speed
I
just
was
test,
there in
and
speed.
yeah, so I just, but it could not help me really well. The speed thing, I don't know why it could not help me at the time. That because I think it was not purely a gynae oncology
I never took
coaching.
gynae oncology in speed. I just took
Yeah.
general OBG. They had different
Mm.
people for oncology and different people for reproductive medicine.
But I now, after doing this program, this course of Repronit, and when, sorry to say, when I compare it with speed, I really find it's a very stark difference, because I find this Reproneat is very crisp and
The speed I took in 2020 when I was
yeah,
starting. And
yeah,
then
really,
I approached them because I wanted to teach reproductive medicine. And they told me they've got teachers and they want me to teach OBGY. So that I didn't like teaching there actually. I had to move on to my own coaching because I didn't want to teach OBG. I wanted to teach reproductive medicine. And then I've started teaching oncology also. So of course, 2 years later, I've started making better videos.
yeah,
We learn with time.
yeah, but this time when I thought, okay, I need a guidance, because the time was very 1 month duration was left, and I thought I need to revise it within a month, everything, and so I just took your help, and I just saw, I read entire notes, and I was doing my fellowship also. I did not leave it. I went to the
Working till before the exam, also, you were working.
yeah, ma'am. Definitely. I did not take. I hardly took 4 days leave, because I had filled Nagpur as a center.
Okay, so you had
So
to
I
travel
could
to
go.
Nagpur, so you had to
Yeah.
leave that.
So I took 4 days leave. I used to see your videos, your all test. The tests are so well designed. The questions are so nicely framed. Everything is to the point, crisp, and it is very apt for revision. I just solved everything, every question. I read everything, every note.
That 1 month you did everything. So
Yes, ma'am.
you already had read everything before, you just wanted to, you needed to organize it, and you need to
Yeah, yes,
know
ma'am.
what exactly was to be read.
What
That
exactly was to be read and how and a revision of it.
that
Because
revision, a
yes, ma'am.
concised, source to revise everything.
Yes, ma'am. Because that was only lacking in my preparation that I felt. The questions, the practicing question is very important. That I felt that I lagged behind. And that was the thing I lagged behind. Practicing the question, revising it multiple times, then only you become precise in taking the question in that minute of exam pressure, I feel.
Yeah,
So, revising it
this is
again
important.
and then being very, matlab, every minute details that you covered and everything was very, I found it really, I fell in love with the notes and the questions. It was very well framed, ma'am. So I just
So
texted
much.
you. The moment I got the seat, I texted you,
Yes, I got
remember,
your message.
ma'am, because of you only I got this rank.
It's
Because
your
ma'am,
efforts. You had already read everything, and it was just last 1 month preparation which the class notes helped.
but ma'am,
Because
it's
it's
really
difficult to
worth.
finish everything in 1 month. All the contents that I have given, it's difficult to finish in 1 month unless you have done, the the previous background work that you had already done.
Yeah, ma'am. But the thing is, ma'am, revising it again was only possible if I would have taken your help. Because without
Yes,
guidance, it's not possible. I would
Alpha.
just tell my all colleagues and my friends who are listening this at this point that
So
without
this is a
guidance,
usual question, that what is the tip that you would want to give to your juniors?
yes, ma'am.
Yes.
It is because only thing I lacked was the revision, the good guidance, the notes. You have to solve the repro need questions. I would say the recalls and every the topic wise questions, every topic. You have to just revise, solve it, revise it, learn it by heart, and of course you get the result. I can guarantee that.
That's so nice of you.
In your topic, ma'am, it's really commendable. You have done a great job.
Yes, it took me 2 years. So 2020 I started, which are the videos that you didn't like, and then 2022 I'm here, organizing everything that you are able to cover everything in 1 month.
Yes,
So it's
ma'am, that
nice.
really helped.
It's
Thank
nice
you.
that I was of any help to you, and you had been preparing since so long. You just had to organize everything. You needed a small push, which the classes gave.
Ma'am, it's a great push.
Yes, but still, when there are other students who will come to me and will tell me that I have got 1 month left, I have not opened any book. Now, you think I'll be able to clear it with your coaching in 1 month? So let's
Ma'am,
not
you can
give
say yes.
no, let's not give false hopes to people. People have to do a lot of effort from their side. Even if my coaching is there, contents are there, a lot of effort has to be given from the students. Your impact is 90%. My
Yes.
material is 10%. Everybody gets the material, but only some people qualify. It is because of your efforts, definitely.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful, Dr. Pragati. Tell me about the books that you have read, the big books. This is a common question. And how
Ma'am,
important was it to read them?
I think making a concept is very important in OBGY.
Yes.
So in my third year in during my PG, I used to read big books only. Till my last end of the paper, I think 5 days back, I used to read Thielens, I used to read Williams. I'd completed it twice. I think I never compromised with the quality of the books. And
Yes, even
I
in my PG days, I would read, even before the exams, I would be carrying Spiroff to,
yes, ma'am.
mug PCOS answers, which I had marked in my Spiroff, while
Ma'am,
others were still reading Datta and Iron Donald and all those books.
yeah, ma'am. So I started Iron Donald and Datta like in just 4 5 days before the exam. And I think if you have clear concept, then Datta you can read it in, I mean, a
I
week or
never
so.
felt like reading it. I don't know. I have some aversion to that book. Even in
So
my final MBBS, I could not read it. I don't know how I cleared my. It was a nightmare. OBG in MBBS was nightmare. So you're one of those students who have read books right from your PG times.
Yeah, I love the way the Williams and everything write.
Yes, they
They write
explain much
very
better.
precisely, and Thielens and Novak's, Berek's. I read these books and spit off some chapters, not entire book. And I was not very fond of reproductive, I
Reproductive
must
medicine. I can
say.
understand that
I
you're an
have avoided.
oncology person.
Yeah, I truly I can't take reproductive things really well. So I needed that help also from your, you
Yes.
know, and that yes, reproductive anything if I'll read it will be from Repronate coaching and nothing else.
Yes, that's I can say that that is sufficient for reproductive
Yeah.
medicine for NEET SS. In fact, this year there were not many questions, either
Hmm.
oncology or reproductive medicine. There were not many questions. It was
Ah,
just general OBG.
yes, ma'am, and whatever they were, it was there from Repronate. I could recollect it.
Yes,
Yeah,
a lot of
yes, this is
questions.
from um
What we have
the
discussed already.
questions I have solved and all.
Right.
So it was nice.
Let's discuss your strategy in the exam. How many questions you attempted? Was there a pre-planning? Did you have a thought that how many you're going to attempt? And what did you? What was? How did you decide which all not to answer?
Ma'am, I just thought that I will leave the questions in which I am not confident in because I wanted to make least negative things, negative points in my score. So I just did not do anything foolish over there. I was the questions in which I was very confident. This is this only. I just marked them, and I think I left 10 to 14 questions. 14,
You
I
left.
think.
You did not mark 10 to 14 questions.
No, no, I did.
Okay, and you marked only the ones that you were confident in.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. This time I was really very serious with my exam because I knew it is the last time I'm writing this exam, and henceforth I won't be writing this NEET essays anymore. So I was very serious and I did not attempt anything
Which you were not
in which
sure of.
I'm not sure. Yes,
Wonderful.
ma'am.
How did you find the paper compared to your preparation? Was it an unexpected paper?
No, ma'am, it was pretty normal paper.
Pretty normal.
Everything,
Right.
yeah, everything which we learn from, from the books and definitely from the coaching point of view, the Repronate, it was covering everything.
It was covering
More
it
than
much.
sufficient, I think it was.
Right.
Repronate contents. Yes, ma'am. Definitely, I can say.
Wonderful. So I'm very proud of you, Dr. Pragati, for being able to read everything in 1 month and then telling me that the class notes helped. Because if I was in your place, I wouldn't be able to complete so much in 1 month.
No,
So
ma'am.
that's the student's
Really
talents.
nice.
It's different people have got different talents. So you've got a talent to read everything. And even during your PG times, you're saying you were able to complete those books. I would just read Spirov like a novel because I knew that in exam I'll do something, I'll read something from somewhere and answer. So it's good that you've been able to read those books. You've been able to complete a lot of things in 1 month, and then 3 months you were sitting and reading all the books. So it's nice to have known you, that you're such a sincere person reading every now and then. So nice of knowing you. And let's be in touch, Dr. Pragati, now that you'll be doing DNV in oncology, super specialty in oncology. I'll be needing your help with students' doubts.
I will be obliged. It will be my pleasure
So
completely.
if now and then you find a question which you can answer in oncology, please do help me with that.
No, ma'am. Thank you
Because
so
I
much.
want to make a group of these super specialty people with people who want to prepare, people who need help and who can help should have a similar platform where they can help each other. So
Sure,
let's
ma'am.
always stay in connected with these people who are preparing for the exams. Now there's nothing to lose. You've got your rank,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Thank
So
you.
stay in
Sure,
touch.
ma'am.
Stay in touch with me and the students who are going to be preparing next year.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So nice of you. Thank you for this interview.